Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to another storytime video. And in this video, I'm gonna be talking about how I had to have surgery on my tongue just to talk right. And yeah, it wasn't a bad procedure. It wasn't like surgery that's like was hurtful or anything. It's like it actually, I'm gonna get into it, but to explain to you guys why I had to have surgery on my tongue. So for the longest, up until I was 11 years old, I had like this like extra meat that was holding my tongue down. So I couldn't anything that started with an R, can't say it. Cannot say it. I couldn't even say the letter R. I like I'd be doing stuff like that. If I was trying to say road, I couldn't say that. If I was like, I would say like woad. Even my own name. I guess like I like thinking back on my childhood. I remember there was at times like I guess it would sound like, according to my parents, they said that it sounded like I had like a country accent. So if I was saying like, I wouldn't be saying like Tyler. I would be saying like Tyler, like because my tongue was anchored down to the bottom of my mouth. So I guess it was teachers. They noticed that I wasn't saying things properly, and they're all like, "Okay, well, if he has a country accent, it should have been gone by now. Like he's hanging around all these city people." I went to school in like Seattle and like other places. So in Washington State, only time I didn't go to like down south up until I think I was like maybe 16, 17 years old. Yeah, 16 years old. So yeah, I've never been down south. Both my parents are southern, but they've been out in Washington State like pretty much their whole lives and stuff. So it wasn't like they grew up down south and I was going to mimic how they talk and things. So anyways, yeah, teachers, they were picking up on it. And I remember I had like a speech therapy like classes and stuff to, I guess, like help me talk better. So it wasn't up until, shout out to Miss Huser, because Miss Huser, she was the one to discover it. But all these other like speech teachers I had could not figure out the problem. Nobody could figure out the problem. And it's like, why does this boy have a country accent? He's hanging around nothing but kids from Seattle. There's not one kid here with a country accent. Why does he have a country accent? So it wasn't up until I was 11, and that's when Miss User, my speech teacher, she was doing like some extensive like, nah, she was like, we're gonna get to the bottom of this. We definitely gonna get to the bottom of this. So, anyways, we're in class, or no, we were in the like her like mini classroom or something like that, and we were like going over some things, and she was all like, say this word, and I just was like saying it, things like woad, like it's a woad, right? A brick woad, or like or like a woad outside, a dirt woad, and I'll just be just messing up left and right. And then she was like, open your mouth. And so like now it's like thinking about, I'm like, that's a weird combo. I'm like, open your mouth, say this. I'm like, what's going on here? So, but anyways, nah, she was a cool teacher. She'd be giving us candy and stuff. I was like, bro, I'll purposely mess up on things just so I can get me some candy. I'm telling you, she was like one of the dopest teachers I've ever had in that whole school. That was like the only teacher that didn't get mad at me over some stuff. So, anyways, so she discovered that I had like this extra meat like anchored down to my mouth and things, or like anchoring my tongue down to my mouth. And she was just like, oh, like you were supposed to, like this was supposed to disappear like during birth and things. And so yeah, to talk on that part, I guess everybody has it. Everybody has it when they're like in the wound and stuff. But then as they grow bigger and things, and it disappears, or maybe it's when after the baby is born. I don't know. But at some point in time, that thing that's anchoring your tongue down to the bottom of your mouth, just like if you notice that you might have a problem like saying certain words, like just open your mouth, look in the mirror. If there's this like line of meat just kind of like holding your tongue down, and you try to lift it, it's like it's just the sides of your tongue that's going up. Yeah, you most likely had to get surgery and stuff. But so anyways, so she discovered it, and then told my mom. And so then they was just like, oh yeah, there's a doctor and all these in Seattle that you could go to where it can like get that removed and things. And so they, at first I thought I was just going up there just so they can examine it and look at it and things, and then try to go over what surgery and procedure that they're gonna have to do and things to fix it and stuff. So we're waiting in the doctor's office, and then they finally call us in. Dude's examining it and stuff, and then he hit me with that question where at first I was like, okay, yeah, sure. So he was all like, do you want to get it cut off today? And I'm excited. I'm gassed up. I'm like, yeah, I want to get caught today. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. And then when they started like laying me down and preparing me for like it for the surgery and stuff, I was like, oh wait, whoa, wait a second, whoa, time out, time out. Like y'all was serious about this. Like, oh, I thought this was a joke. Like y'all being dead serious. So, anyways, they had to put me out. So what they did was numbed up like that part. They got like some like I think what they got something and they just like straight just numbed it. Like I didn't feel like that. I didn't feel that part of my mouth for like it was like it was okay for a while, but then once I'll get into it and stuff overall that whole story because this part's pretty funny. So I'm there with my mom, right? And she was like she said she was gonna hold my hand throughout the like surgery procedure because you know I'm a kid, right? I'm scared. I don't know what's going on. 11-year-old me, I'm like I don't know what's happening right now. So I'm laying there, and I think that's what did it. That's what did it for my mom was that the doctor said that so yeah we're gonna numb his the part of his tongue up and then we're going to use a laser to like melt it down and things. Now warning, it's going to smell like barbecue during that process. That did it for my mom. That completely did it for my mom. So I'll get to what my mom was doing in a second. So anyways, I'm laying there just being the straight up champ, just being the straight up G in the whole situation. I'm just like looking and stuff. And then I feel somebody like grab my hand. So I'm like, okay, so this must be my mom. But then I started feeling the hand. And you know how like when you're holding a person's hand, like that hand don't feel right. Like my hand was like singeing up. I'm like, nah, who is this? I'm like, this ain't whose hand is this? So I tried my best to like look over without like moving my mouth and things. So I'm like, look, I don't want them to like take that laser and go across my tongue. Now I'm really talking crazy. But so I look over and it's the nurse. It is the nurse that's holding my hand. I kid you guys not. I look over at her and she's like, everything's gonna be okay. And I'm like, wait a second, you ain't mom. I'm like, you ain't not my mom. Where is my mom? So then I'm like sitting there trying to like look and things like trying my hardest to like look. My mom is against the wall like this. She didn't even want to look at the procedure as it's going down. I'm like, bro, my mom didn't even hold my hand. I'm like, what's happening? I was like, bro, I can see her, but at the same time, I'm like, I feel so alone. Like, I need somebody here to hold this nurse. I'm like, but anyway, so yeah, I held the hand of the nurse. And then they finished it, and it was all cool and over with. And then at that point, it was like right afterwards, and I was like able to say things with R's and all that stuff. And even Miss User, like after a while, she was even saying like, "Oh yeah, like it's perfect now. Like you know, you ain't even like it doesn't even sound like you have like a problem or anything or like an accent or it's like you're messing up on your words." I was saying things perfectly fine. Like it took me a little bit because there still was some words I was messing up on, but now I'm like, yeah, it's just not noticeable. Like because yeah, it's like going through high school, going through work, and even YouTube videos. Ain't nobody ever said nothing about me messing up on words or saying things differently. So yeah, and it was cool and over with. So I was all like, dope. Like I ain't even got a trip about that. But if it wasn't for her, you guys probably would have been commenting underneath my videos talking about why do you sound different? What's wrong with your tongue? Is something wrong with your mouth? Why you keep saying that word like that? And then I'm like having to play. I honestly wish I would have like had like some old videos or something of me so I could have like heard what people was hearing and things. Cause I'm like, bro, I don't know what y'all are talking about. Like I'm like I'm saying in my head it sounds like I'm saying road. But then when I like actually, or I guess like when it's like played out and I'm actually saying it to another person, then they're like, well, they're hearing woad. And they're all like, bro, there ain't no such thing as no woad. Like, why do you keep saying woad? Stop saying it like that. I'm like, what are you talking about woad? I'm saying woad. Like, it was just, man, I'm telling you, I was struggling hard. And that was the crazy thing about it. It was only like speech teachers that was like noticing that. It was only them. But any of my other teachers, they wasn't calling me out on it throughout middle school or throughout elementary, middle school. Nobody was calling me out on that. And then I remember, because I did have like a speech teacher when I was up until I was in the 4th grade, because I was going to the school in West Seattle. But then when I went to this other school out in Federal Way, And yeah, there was like I didn't have like no speech teacher. I don't even think I didn't think I didn't get her up until I was in the sixth grade or something. So yeah, she but yeah, it was like that fifth grade year. I didn't have like nobody like confront me, talk to me about it or how I was saying certain things. They must have just thought, oh, this like his mom sounds southern, his dad sounds southern, he's southern. So yeah, this guy came from like down south or something. So nobody wasn't questioning me over it until I got to middle school. Then yeah, Miss User, she just straight up like just started roasting me all like, boy, you can't speak. What's wrong with you? Your tongue broken. Your mouth broken. Nah, she wasn't saying that. But anyways, yeah, it was yeah. Finally, I was able to get it fixed. And yeah, I can talk normal lead now, but I still mess up. I honestly need to go back to her and be like, yo, I need your help still. Like I know I graduated from school years ago, but I no, I still need your help. I still be messing. It's crazy to think like I graduated high school in 2014. Like to sit down and think like, dang, that was 6 years ago. Like that's honestly that's crazy to me. That's seriously that's like a crazy thing to think about. But yeah, I think I remember I seen because she worked at the middle school and in the high school because they were all within the same area and stuff. So I remember she did like and because it was like still like words. I was like she was making sure I was like anything that had an R in it or anything that started with an R or ended with an R, I had to say it correctly. So it did take me a while, but then eventually I did get it all figured out and fixed and things. So yeah, I think it was like by the time I was either a junior or a senior in high school, it was I honestly only time I really did see Miss User was to just say hi. Like, I think that was about it. Like, cause she was a dope teacher and stuff. So shout out to Miss User. That was a woman that helped me talk normally and stuff. But anyways, yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching. It's been another story time. Like and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace.